Capone Custom Cue, available right now at crossroadcues.com. Not new. It's what we like to call used but not abused. You can see that the shafts need a little bit of a cleanup. I haven't even touched this cue. I actually got it in quite a while ago, and it's another one of those ones that hits really good, and I was toying with the idea of keeping it, and then I just realized that you can't run a business by keeping all the products. So there you go, guys and girls. We're making it available for you right now. The shafts would probably clean right up. I just don't have anything to clean them with on hand right now, but they're not horrible, as you can see. These are 30-inch maple shafts, so 30-inch. They are a little bit smaller on the millimeter, so for those of you that like to cut those shafts down nice and low, I personally like to play with a 13 millimeter or at least a 12.75 to a 12.9, depending on the taper. A lot of people like 12 millimeter shafts. So one of these shafts is 12.6, the other is 12.3, and they are 30-inch shafts. That's something that I have incorporated into my personal game lately, though, is I like to play with a standard size butt 30-inch low deflection shaft. I have attached some of my low deflection shafts to this cue, and needless to say, it does hit very, very, very good. That's one of the things that Mike Capone's cues have always been known for. This is an older Capone. You can tell by the radial pin. He uses kind of a different looking radial now, but you can see it's faint, but it's there. It's got the Capone logo engraved on the tip of the pin. And there's just something real special about the way he does his construction, right? A lot of guys, in reference to a cue, they'll look at a cue and say, well, this person constructs it the same way as another person. Why does this one hit better? It's just got a little bit of magic in there. It's the best thing I can tell you. And that's how I feel about Capone's cues. Mike Capone, another extremely well-known Maryland cue maker. There's like something up in the water up there, right? You got all these great cue makers that come out of the state of Maryland, but he is notably the active president of the ACA, that is the American Cue Makers Association. Mike is always one of the biggest participants in the Super Billiards Expo, of course. You can catch him in the ACA area. I have the privilege of hanging out with some of the cue makers over there, and we're looking forward to the show this year again. And Mike was just over at the Derby City Classic, where he's always a pillar at that event as well. He's always right there in the midst of what's going on. So Mike Capone Custom Cue. Again, the shafts need a little bit of a cleaning, but they roll nice and straight. You got 12.6 and 12.3, 3.4 ounces and 3.3 ounces on those shafts. Butt weight comes in right at 15.2. It is forward balanced. Really clean overall. This is an all original cue. And what this is a Southwest style. So you notice a lot of cue makers will follow the pattern of Southwest, of course, with their cues, and it's easily recognizable. So this is 6 points of Ebony going into some beautiful, nice, rich-looking Cocobolo. It's kind of got more of the reddish color to it. There's different colors of cocoa. Some is chocolate, some is red. And then you've got the Southwest style ring work at each position. Nice, tight, form-fit linen wrap. Myself, personally, for my preference, and I'd toyed with the idea of having an elephant wrap or a lizard wrap put on this. If I was going to keep it, I would change the wrap out. The wrap shows a little bit of wear. You can just see kind of a little scratch in the wrap right there. No big deal. But in looking at the forearm, as I'm showing you here, there's no dents, there's no dings. There was a tiny mark in the forearm. I'll have to look close to even find it. It's not even, can't even hardly find it now. Let's see. I know it's there somewhere. It's really hard to notice. I mean, like I said, the cue's in great condition overall. Used but not abused. Original condition cue. Known for their playability, and his construction is top-notch as well. Mike Capone cues are known all over the world. And he's one of those cue makers. You guys and girls will notice you don't see a lot of Capone cues come up on the marketplace or on YouTube or on Facebook or AZ Billiards or anywhere. And the reason is because people really like the way that they play. So when they get a hold of one or they invest in one, they tend to keep them or they hide them like I've been doing with this one. So there you go. Available right now. We do have a firm financing, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So if you need to get a cue like this one or any of our products, You can go to crossroadcues.com. You can also contact me through the website. And if you want financing, just select the checkout or select the affirm option at checkout, and you can buy a cue with little or even no money down and have plenty of time to pay it off. And if you pay it off early, you save on the interest. So just some fruit for thought. Or if you want to pay cash, hit me up. We've got a lot of great cues in stock, and I don't expect this one right here to last very long. 6-point Southwest style Mike Capone at crossroadcues.com.